Hello friends, once again we are back with the next video of transportation problem. So today's topic is least cost method. It is the next video under the series of transportation problem. So before moving forward, I would like to request you, if you like this channel, this video, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. So let's proceed to the topic. Let's start. So in this one, so basically the idea I have already discussed, that operation research, what is that operation research and what is the approach. So in the last video, so if someone wants to go through that one, so they can just get the idea from that one, from the last video, okay, from that. So the main idea is that we need to mainly follow the 3 steps: formulate the problem, build the mathematical solution, optimize the model. And under this one, so the basic idea related to this one is to deal with this one, to find out the minimum total transportation cost. That is the main purpose, okay. And to build this one, to get this minimum cost, we have that particular cases. So this particular example is shown you how that transportation problem can help us to find out that minimum transportation cost, okay. So the idea is that to find out the initial feasible solution, and that may not be final or may not be optimal solution. So how you're going to check it? So by testing only you can just check it, you can just verify it. So you do the testing, you do the repeated testing, and with every iteration, at the end when you reach to the optimal solution, with every iteration you will reach towards the optimal solution, okay. So that is the case. Now to find out the initial feasible solution, how many methods we have? That 3 methods, as I have already told you in the last video. You can go through that one. The first method is northwest corner method. This method we have already previously seen in the last video. Now the second method which we are going to see is a least cost method. Again we are going to see this least cost method based on the balanced transportation model or balance matrix, and later on we will see Vogels in the next video. So today's topic is least cost method, so we will move forward with that one. So why we are basically going for the least cost method? So basically it is always going for the least cost, that is the lowest cost. So it is going to consider that, so it is very useful in that one. And because of that least cost, it is going to reduce the computation as well as the amount of time it is required to find out the optimal solution. So it takes the less time and the less number of steps, okay. So and the steps are already listed, so if you want to go through that, you can just go through later on. Let's start with the process. There we will see how we can apply this particular steps. Suppose the question is, find the initial feasible solution for the given transportation model by using least cost method. By using the least cost method. So your first step would be to check whether this method, this part is, this transportation matrix is balanced or not. So you do the totaling of this requirement, that is the demand part. So 25 plus 26 plus 49, that comes out to 100. And the supply is also 100. So since demand and supply both are same, you can say that it is a balanced one. Now we can proceed forward. Since it is a balanced one, we can proceed forward without any worry. Now the first step is, after this, the first step, mainly this is the first step, is to find out the least value, that is the least cost out of the all the cost values. So just go through this particular table and find out the least cost, the lowest value. So if you check, the lowest value comes to value 2. Now this is the thing, this is the column, or this is the cell I am going to select. So select this. Since this is the least cost, go for this. So now let's decide. The demand for this is 26 and the supply is 20. So which is the least value? Now you select that least value. And we are going to follow the same process which we have followed in that one. But let's see. So the least value is 20. Now, so 20 minus 20 is 0. And 26 minus 20 is 6. Now since this 0 is achieved, so this line is exhausted. Demand, so supply for this X row is exhausted. So that's why the line we have exhausted this one. Now again, now you find out the minimum, the next least cost, that is 4. So go for this one. So here the next least cost is 4. So you will see that for this 4, 30 is the supply, 49 is the demand. So select the minimum. So 30. So 30 minus 30 is 0. And 49 minus 30 is 19. Now next one. Now since in the row Y 0 is that supply is exhausted, so now we are done with this one, this row. We will not proceed forward with this one. Okay. Now with the remaining one, you just find out the minimum. So here 6 is minimum. So I am going to select this as a least cost cell. Now for this least cost, the demand is, the available demand is 6 and supply is 35. So minimum is 6. Search for this. So 6 minus 6, that is 0, and 35 minus 6 is 29. Now so 0 is achieved in the this second column, so that is exhausted. That is, in the demand is 0 for the second column, so that is exhausted. Now for the remaining one, 7 is the lowest, that is the least cost. Again 25 is the demand and the supply is 29. So which is one is the lowest? 25. So we are going to select 25 as the this value. Now 25 minus 25, since we have selected 25, so 25 minus 25 is 0, and here 29 is there, so the finally you get 4. Now since 0 is achieved, that is the demand is exhausted in column number 1, so we are going to cancel out this one, that is we are not going to use this one, and the remaining is this one. So the minimum is both the numbers, so you can select the, first of all let's decide which number we are going to select. Okay, so let's see, suppose if I am selecting this upper one, suppose I am selecting this one. So for this you decide supply is 15 and demand is 19. Okay, so the 15 will be selected. And suppose if I'm selecting this one, then 4 will be the case, because 4 is the demand, sorry, 4 is the supply and 19 is the demand for this one. So which one I should select? I should go for the minimum one. Okay, so I will select this one and I will erase this one. So I have mentioned this with the green, so you can just get that idea that this was basically how we have, since this is the repeated one, na? This is the tie case, so we will use this one. Now so 4, you have achieved 0, and here 15. And now for the remaining one, since 0 is achieved, so for this Z row, demand supply is exhausted, and for the remaining you can decide about the, since 15 and 15 both are demand and supply, both are 15, so you can just, you can see that it's a balanced one. So here you will get 0, and here also you will get 0, and it is also exhausted. So how you are going to calculate the total cost? You know that particular method. Okay, so we will start wherever that is the selected cells, we will utilize that and we will count the total cost. So let's calculate. So the total cost would be, in the first row it is 15 into 9. So this is the case. So let's calculate. The value comes out to 542. Now, so the total cost comes as 542, and this is through the least cost method, the least cost method. So the value through this least cost method is 542. And if you remember from the last video, we have seen that through the northwest corner method for the same question, the total cost was 703 by the that northwest corner method. So as you can see, the through this least cost method, the cost, total transportation cost is coming as lower value, that is the minimum value. Okay, so we can say that this method is going to provide you the better value, better results. Okay, so in that case we can select this as a over, we can select this method over that northwest corner method. So thank you once again. I would request you, if you like this particular video, then please like, comment and subscribe, and join us on this YouTube, and don't forget to press that bell icon. Thank you.